Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson is doing a phenomenal job, just not a phenomenal job at doing his job. He's doing a phenomenal job at preventing Congress from being able to do their jobs because he's refusing to swear in newly elected Democrat Adelita Grijalva. Of course, that would be the 218th signature needed to force the discharge petition to then force the floor vote on releasing the Epstein files. It is very obvious what Mike Johnson is doing, and at this point, Democrats and Republicans are starting to lose their patience and get pissed off. And so they are now warning not Mike Johnson, but Donald Trump that bad things related to Epstein and you are about to happen. And the longer this goes on, the longer it's delayed, the worse it's probably going to be. And let's not forget, these individuals that are issuing these threats, they have some documents that we have not seen yet that they got from the Epstein estate. And they've done a little bit of a slow trickle of the release, right? Like we got the birthday book. Then we got the info that Elon Musk and Steve Bannon were on his daily schedule at times. They have more. And the longer Mike Johnson drags this out, the more these Democrats and a couple of Republicans are going to slowly leak out to hurt this administration. But it's even worse than that, because according to Democratic Representative Eric Swalwell, and of course Republican Representative Thomas Massie, there's about to be a, quote, jailbreak among the Republicans in the House where they just throw Donald Trump under the bus 100% with this. Here's what Swalwell put on social media this week. And it's important to remember also that we had the victims back in Washington, D.C. this week, and they did their press conference, but here's what Swalwell put on social media. It's coming to an end, guys. I've spoken to a lot of House Republicans this week, and they've confided that Trump's movement/support is fading. As one told me, quote, "This Epstein bomb is about to drop and no one wants to defend a pedo protector. It's just a matter of time." One Republican just texted me that if there's a discharge vote on Epstein, they expect a, quote, jailbreak of over 100 members. Trump will go nuts. Now, I have no reason to assume that Eric Swalwell is exaggerating or lying about this text message that he received or the comment from the other Republican. But if that happens, it is going to signify a massive break from the Republicans and the MAGA administration. And Trump will go nuts. He will absolutely go ballistic. But at this point, Republicans do need to understand that I hate to even give you advice. You know, Trump and Elon Musk and everybody, they've promised, like, we're going to primary you if you go against Trump. Not necessarily on Epstein, but on other things, but they'll do it for Epstein too. And they've got a lot of money to do it. And if there's only 4 or 5 of them, and there's only 4 right now, Massie, Green, Boebert, and Mace, they can primary all those people. They can fund tremendous campaigns. If there's 20, a little more difficult, but they could still do it. If there's 50, all right, then we got to start picking and choosing. If there's 100 Republicans, they don't have the cash to primary all of you. That would deplete all of Donald Trump's money. If there's more than 100, they're screwed. There is safety in numbers, House Republicans. And speaking of safety and numbers, your constituents, I mean, we see this in polling, they're not happy about the stonewalling of the release of the Epstein files. So in next year's midterms, where all of you in the House are up for re-election, those numbers you need, to win, they may not be there based solely on this issue. But if you vote to release the files, you don't have anything to run from. You don't have anything to defend with regard to that particular issue. You can focus on explaining to them why you passed the one big beautiful bill, and maybe you can convince them, lie to them enough to think it was a good thing, or maybe they hold you accountable for that anyway. Either way, you got a lot of stuff to try to defend that really is indefensible in next year's midterms. If I were you, I wouldn't add not releasing the Epstein files to that pile. And the only way to do that is to do this little revolt against Donald Trump. He'll hate you for it, but his hatred at this point literally means nothing. So please remember that. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, we're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.